Welcome to episode 32 of WW. Today we are recapping and roasting Monday Night Raw from February 2nd, 2026. So Braun Breaker opens the show and he comes out like he's possessed. Not wrestling mad. Like my mom took my Xbox and the Wi-Fi mad. Like enraged. He opens the show and immediate chaos, all right? Just the tantrum, destroying tables, throwing chairs, threatening the commentators. I've never seen nobody flip the whole announce table like that. Like the whole thing, like the whole announce table got flipped. There's chairs flying, the announcers are ducking. So the Vision comes out and they're trying to calm him down. Hey, buddy. Braun's like, no, where's Adam Pearce? He's still mad about getting jumped at Royal Rumble and losing his slot. And honestly, I don't blame him. But sir, this is Monday Night Raw, not therapy. So then here comes Adam Pearce, and he looks nervous, y'all. He looks shook. Adam's like, oh, the masked man. Who's the masked man? Who's the masked man? There is a theory going around that it could be Adam Pearce. Pearce says, I'll let you keep your job after that piss poor performance at Royal Rumble. And here comes LAF Knight beating the Vision with the chair, okay? Here comes all of Raw security and they're breaking it up, whatever. Our next match is Javon Evans versus Grande Americano. Javon Evans comes out like a crackhead filled with joy. His energy is through the roof. He jumps onto the crowd like it's rolling loud. The bell rings and Javon is bouncing everywhere. He doesn't need to follow the rules of gravity because it doesn't exist in his dimension. Grande Americano slaps the shit out of Javon Evans. He starts chopping him up like he's making pico de gallo, honey. Extra spicy, extra jalapeno, pop, extra onions, lime, cilantro, and violence. Javon goes flying over the ropes and takes Americano down. This match is like Mexican Street Fighter. They're going chop for chop. Javon hits Americano with a satellite DDT and gets bouncy again. Because in wrestling, cardio is a personality trait. Super kicks, corkscrew kicks. The other Americanos start jumping Javon Evans. And then here comes the OG Grande Americano, aka Chad Gable. We know it's you, Chad. He causes a distraction. Javon hits the OG cutter and takes the win. Never trust a group of guys called the Americanos. So up next, we get AJ Styles music with Gunther. Okay, he got us. He got us all good. That was so funny. I couldn't even be mad at Gunther. That was hilarious. He did the little stance and everything. Gunther came out to AJ Styles theme music, all right, entrance music. Everyone is losing their mind because did AJ Styles retire? Like, what is happening with him, you know? So for him to be back on Raw and it's freaking Gunther, prank war champion. I mean, this man catfished an arena. So his nameplate now says the career killer. He's smiling, he's laughing, he is thriving. I think it's hilarious, okay? I don't care. I think it's funny. He's like an energy vampire. He's like WWE's Colin Robinson. He says, step in the ring with the career killer and your legacy dies. Dragon Lee comes out and immediately starts whooping Gunther's ass. Like, don't talk about my boy like that. You know what I mean? Like, he got his homies back for real. It's on site when Dragon Lee comes out, okay? No music, no promo, just hands. Gunther hits Dragon Lee with the ring bell, puts him in a sleeper. All the officials swarm like ants at a picnic. Then Gunther grabs Lee by the top of his mask and puts him in a standing sleeper. Messy, disrespectful, and I'm pretty sure it's illegal in like 4 countries. This segment was chaos, and I loved every second. Our next match is the War Raiders versus Oba Femi. So the Raiders are in the ring. Oba Femi's music hits. And we're all like, who's his partner? Wait, who's Oba fighting with? And then we realize he doesn't need a partner. Protein is his partner, okay? Oba don't need a partner, okay? He comes in the ring and immediately starts tossing the War Raiders around like they're skinny. What is his training regimen? What supplements does he take? Is this illegal? Is he lab grown? Oba Femi wrestles like he was built in a government facility. Attention WWT fam. If you like wrestling as much as I do, and chances are you are because you've been watching this, then you probably got some merch, or you want to get some, or you need some new merch. That is why I am now your official WWE merch plug. That's right, okay? Shop the link in the description to get your WWE merch. It supports the channel and your girl. WWE gets paid, I get my coin, you get your stuff. Everyone's happy. It's very simple. They got everything. T-shirts, hats, hoodies, belts, action figures, limited edition things. They just dropped the whole Royal Rumble series, so definitely check the link in the description to shop your WWE merch. So up next, we get the Bella twins. They say it's been 7 years since they've been in the ring together. Bree's like, I didn't come back because Nikki was getting her ass kicked every week. Shade, honey, the shade. I'm pretty sure Brie was in Brie mode in this segment, okay? Because she was a little tipsy. She was slurring a little bit. She was like doing a lot of that, you know, like she was a little lit, I think. Our next match is Penta versus Bronson Reed. Here comes Penta looking like me walking in heels drunk, confident, dangerous, and slightly unstable. Bronson Reed comes out looking like a magic 8-ball. So the match starts and Reed is dominating early. Penta tries a crossbody, but Reed catches him like a puppy jumping off of a bed. Penta goes flying over the ropes and dives onto Bronson. Penta hits a springboard tornado DDT. A lot is happening, y'all. Here comes the Vision. The referee is dead. Bronson hits a tsunami with no official. And here comes effing LA Knight with the blueprint. Look. If you pay attention, LA Knight is the only one who has truly gotten close to beating Bronson Reed. He's got Penta's back, like, you need a little Tex-Mex in your life, pal, yeah. Who else is gonna throw the carne asada? Yeah. Then he knocks Bronson Reed out like, put that on your Hawaiian pizza, yeah. LA Knight, he's Australian. They're both in the ocean, yeah. Then LA Knight goes running into the crowd. The Vision is chasing him like mall cops. And the distraction, the ass whooping Bronson got from LA Knight gives Penta the win by countout. Lesson learned. When the Vision stays out the damn ring, you might be able to beat Bronson Reed. So then we see Dom Mysterio. He comes out looking like he just left his job at the tattoo shop to be here. The announcer, I'm pretty sure it was Corey Graves, says that Dom's facial hair is the reason the opposite sex is so attracted to him. He looks like a firefighter. Liv comes running down, jumps into Dom Mysterio's arms, and Corey Graves tells Michael Cole to get himself a gorrita. Liv is like, we're so lucky to have Dom back. And she's bragging about being the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time. Here comes Raquel Rodriguez looking like a bouncer at a bike bar on a certain type of ladies' night. This is the worst Fast and Furious reunion I've ever seen. Raquel calls out Liv for eliminating her at Royal Rumble. She called her out. She was like, but if I'm your best friend and blah, 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 why'd you eliminate me? Liv says, because, amiga, a win for me is a win for all, right? Blah, 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 blah. Raquel tells Liv Morgan to stay in the back so that she can beat Stephanie's ass by herself. So then up next, we got Stephanie Vaquer versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight. Here comes Stephanie Vaquer looking like Chilean Maleficent. Raquel is dominating early. Clotheslines from hell. Slingshot jackhammers. This is a street fight, honey. We're ready for the weapon. Slim Jim, Slim Jim, Slim Jim, Slim Jim. Stephanie gets the Slim Jim table out.
Slim Jim, Slim Jim.
And then here comes Raquel Rodriguez around the corner and beats her ass over the barricade. Candlesticks, tables, and chairs, oh my. Candlesticks, tables, and chairs, oh my. There's bodies everywhere. Raquel gets all the chairs from under the ring. All of them. All the chairs from under the ring. And starts setting them up in the ring like a quinceañera. She ends up hitting herself with one of the chairs. I don't know if y'all caught that. Stephanie hits a flying crossbody. Raquel catches her and tosses her into the pile of chairs like a coat. Devil's kiss on the chairs. Devil's kiss on the steps. Raquel is in a coma, fighting unconsciously at this point. Stephanie puts the trash can over Raquel and bullet trains double knees into Raquel's face that is under the trash can. Raquel brings in another Slim Jim table because ads. Here comes Liv Morgan with the belt for Raquel. The distraction gives Stephanie the lead. Ends up making a sandwich out of Raquel and a table. Corkscrew splash later. She retains the title with one foot. Here comes Liv Morgan, who hit Stephanie with Oblivion. Then she holds the championship belt and slams it on her stomach and walks away. Everyone needs therapy. So up next, we see Roman Reigns. He comes out. It took him like 15 minutes to make it to the ring. Roman shows up like, don't worry, I did my matches at home. Philly, acknowledge me. All of a sudden, it's overtime at the Krispy Kreme. Everyone is glazing him. Everyone. Remember when he wore blue contacts and thought he was Aquaman? He brags about winning the Rumble and asks who should he face because he literally doesn't know. He doesn't come to work enough to know who's good anymore. The crowd chants CM Punk, CM Punk. Cue CM Punk, who comes in like a disappointed dad. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Didn't I tell you there's protocols around here? CM Punk grabs the mic and calls out Finn Balor, which enrages Roman because he literally did not acknowledge him. Roman Reigns was literally not acknowledged, and it pissed him off. Roman's like, you interrupted me. Punk is like, you're a visitor. Then Punk takes a crowd survey. He's like, CM Punk or Drew McIntyre? CM Punk or Drew McIntyre? Roman is like, Drew McIntyre is 4 times bigger than you. CM Punk's like, I beat Drew's ass. At this point, they're just dragging poor Drew McIntyre. You were on Pat McAfee's podcast talking about how no one can fill your shoes, which is funny because Bronson re-stole his shoes twice. And then Roman definitely had this one in his back pocket. Oh, I'm a part-timer? You took a 10-year vacation. Ha! I play my Dark Magician card. Roman chooses Punk. Not because he's the best. Not because of all of his accomplishments or wins or championships. No, because he hates him. Because of pettiness. Roman is so part-time, he didn't even fight. He really reads his contracts. It says here I don't have to show up at every event. And Raw ends like Valentine's Day. Messy, emotional, and just like your boyfriend who doesn't fight for you. What did we learn? HR does not exist in WWE. Never trust anyone named Americano. And energy vampires are real, and Gunther is one of them. Thank you guys for watching WWT. If you like wrestling as much as I do, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, like it, love it, share it, leave a comment. It helps. Check out the link in my profile bio for all of my socials, my Patreon, merchandise. Don't forget, if you're going to get WWE merch, use my link in the description. It helps the channel. Thank you guys. Bye.